Hello to you once again. This is another problem from the work of Dr. Ercole del Rio, published in 1769, translated into English in 1820, and it's black playing this way to play and win. Now, if you look at this position here, let's take a very close look at it. There is not much happening for black, you would say, because quite clearly, if he pushes this pawn on, then white would promote the pawn, check, the knight would take, the rook would take check, and he'd be able to catch this pawn down here and win the game. So how on earth does black succeed? Clearly moving his king wouldn't assist him one iota. So he has to deal with that pawn promotion if you think about it. So just take a very close look. How does black do it? Well, it must be with the knight, mustn't it? Where does he place the knight? Well, congrats, if you found it, he stops the pawn. And of course, if rook takes knight on c8 there, he's just impeding his own pawn. But the dilemma now is that if we just take a long view of this, how does white stop black's pawn from queening? This was the point of knight f1. Clearly, if he moves the king like this, and it can't be stopped, and if he moves the king the other direction, the same result obtained. So moving the king is no good. He can't get the king to the B line, if you notice. Advancing this pawn would do nothing for him because you'd queen the pawn. So he can't advance this pawn now. If he takes the knight, then he can't stop the pawn from queening, and we'd have a queen against the rook. There's just nothing that he can do about that. So the only alternative, of course, is bringing the rook to a8. But no problem, we just play here. Like I say, he can't get that king off the A line, can he? Just take a close look at that. There's nothing that he can do. He cannot stop that pawn from queening. And that is a brilliant composition by Dr. Ercole del Rio. And they are thoroughly interesting problems, and I would heartily recommend them. I may well bring you a few more of these one of these days, but for the time being, goodbye for now.